Man, I don't believe I did that. I did such a lousy live set, and it was 4 people, 4 viewers watching too. I'm going to do that all over again. I just deleted it. I know if people was watching that, I usually don't get that many viewers in the morning. But it was so terrible. It took me 5 minutes to get everything set up. But if you're my regulars, you probably understand. So most of the time it is my regulars. It seems like most of the people, YouTube telling me that most of my viewers are not even subscribed. Oh, it's been a whole bunch of people subscribing. Okay, well, here's the deal. I'm going to start taking the demos. I'm going to do that video over again. I'm repeating myself for people who were watching. I'm going to take my demos. I'm going to bump around for a minute here so you can see. Oh, see, the demos are in there. I'm going to move this back. I need to set the camera up higher next time. I'm going to be doing demonstrations like this regularly until I get back on until my Christmas songs start developing. Oh, I got, this is definitely not soundproof. Definitely not soundproof. I can close that window and that makes a big difference though, but it's only one window here. And all this electronic equipment, Wi-Fi and stuff, I don't want to knock myself off. Let me show you from the beginning. Matter of fact, let me run through, let me show you one thing at a time. My drums. My goal is to learn how to set up my own drums too. I used to do it all by hand. The kick first, all the way through the song. I used to lay down the whole kick through the whole song and then come back with snare right off the beat. Then I would take the hi-hats and then come back and do open hi-hat through the whole song first. And then I would put in my tom-tom, my rolls, and I put in my cymbal crashes. Then I would save the ride for the vamp. Ting, 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 ting. But I'm learning. All this is going to be new for me. This song is set up in a whole bunch of sections. The drums change as you go through. Let me put in a little bass line so you can tell. I hope the sound is not going through my neighbor. It's only 10 o'clock. It's Saturday, so I hope they're not sleeping. I'm pretty sure these walls are thick enough. Let's hit the horns. Let me go back, show you how that song starts. Like I was saying, I would put this into 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put 4 chords in there, but you can put a lot of what we call passing tones. Boom, 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 dum, dum, boom, dum, boom. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It can be 8 chords. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. That can be 8 chords right there. And they have a little horn. They have xylophones. See, the horn's not playing on this part. On the very first part, the horn's not playing on the very first part. It's got a little piano. I wonder if I can solo. Okay, I'm gonna let you run through the whole how they had this set up. Like I said, I'm gonna take the piano out first. I'm gonna take the piano out first and redo the piano myself. I'm gonna redo all the piano parts first. Okay, so here's what they put in there. They put the first change was they got horns on the first one. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where I would walk down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be 9 chords. Did it walk down 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And I'm going to change each one of these parts. I'm going to change the bass line, but I'm going to basically I'm going to follow this, but it's going to go away from what it is. Believe me, when I take it, it's going to change. And after I redo everything, then this is just experience in recording using the, you got to go through so many moves. Okay, the third part goes like, that's funky. That's jazzy. The rhythms. These are Latin rhythms, or I don't know if you call them Latin rhythms, Afro-Cuban. There's so many different names for this stuff. Okay, and the fourth one would go. Okay, let me see. I just went through that one, didn't I? Yeah, okay, the next one is that's definitely a bridge or a change. Yeah, bridge. Okay, I'm gonna turn the horns down. Okay, there's no vibes. Oh yeah, a little bit of vibes. Vibe laying low. Let's see with the guitar. Turn the drums down. Guitar laying low. Oh, he's doing something. You know, I think I might want to follow the guitar, because that sounds more like how I play. Let me see the piano. Now, I kind of play like that. I might want to analyze that. Note by note. Years ago, when me and my brother used to learn songs, when we first started, it was off of 45s. We used to actually go up to the store, the corner store, the record store in the neighborhood, and you would always ask the guy to play the record first, and it was an old grouchy man in there. And they're supposed to play the record before they sell it to you, make sure it didn't have any scratches on it. And the old man he was a mean old dude. My brother could deal with him. Play the record first, and you bring it home, and you would have your little turntable. Most people had cheap turntables when we were buying records. There was always something that you got for Christmas or hand-me-down from your parents. You would keep picking the needle up and setting it down on this part where you wanted to repeat. And after a while, you got used to doing it. I didn't know that I was getting near to learning about what Grandmaster Flash was learning, how to find the spot on the album. Later on, you would buy for your Christmas present, you got a cassette tape player, a cassette recorder. I mean, these are little cheap things too. First it was reel-to-reel. I skipped the reel-to-reel thing. My father used to buy reel-to-reel tapes, but they changed so many times. Then they had little teeny portable ones. My father spent a lot of money on those, but I say that to say finding your spot on a song was complicated. But I can't imagine being a jazz musician having to buy those giant records, LPs, 33s and the thirds, and the record player back then, boy, was a suitcase, man. And we learned, being in a family of musical family, I could hear harmonies because we all sang around the house. My mother sang, everybody sang. We sang commercials. We sang Hogan's Heroes. We would sing all of the parts, the flute part, the drum part, boom, 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 jump around. So we knew harmonies. Everybody, we was raised around music. It was in our blood. So when it came down to, when I joined the band and I had to learn my part, listen through the whole band and hear one part, now I can turn stuff down. I'm used to hearing. Ooh, I don't want to wake my neighbor. I'm used to hearing the whole band and having to pull out a piano part through all this. And I was used to doing that. I was used to listening very intently for the piano in this mix. I guess that shows that mixing was done properly, so you could hear the part. I could hear the piano part. I was used to hearing the piano part through all of that. And the guitar player that I was raised with was used to hearing the guitar part through the mix. He was listening and you would hear your part. I like the guitar. I always like the guitar. I would follow that guitar if I'm learning this. The vibes are playing the melody, but everybody's mixing up. You could tell it's one. I said before, it's one person wrote this song. I can hear all the relationships between the melodies. I can tell it's one person. It would be nice if they put these songs together and actually let one person do one part and then send it to the next person down the assembly line, and another person would put it in the bass line. So, but then again, if a band is this tight, that sounds like one person, and the next one, wait a minute, get down so I can show you. The next one is like the next change. This is the part that gave me. This is the part I started on, and it gave me the time. Since I know that you gotta actually play the real timings, I knew it was like a Latin rhythm. Oh, the Latin rhythms. I'm gonna have to call my friend and ask him. Does everything fall under Latin rhythms, or is it what's the proper category or tied? I know it's several categories. It's like jazz has several categories. Blues has several sections. I have a friend, Kevin Powell. He's going to be teaching me the rhythms. He's certified in like 23 rhythms. He had to set before masters and get certified on the rhythms. So what I'm going to do is I like to follow everything. The bass. I like to follow everything. My brother was a bass player, so the bass is most of the time playing a root note. Most of the time, not all the time. With the piano. See, yeah. In this case, the bass player and see, you can tell this is one person too. Bass player, but he's kind of piano. See that little pause right there? I remember learning parts, little things like that used to throw me off, and I would hold up the whole band. Now the bass. See, the bass player jumps ahead, and the bass player, see. That's how I play bass. Listen. See the vibes. The vibes about as simple as possible. Make it the horns. That's kind of high. Oh, I'm gonna be excited about getting. I got so many horns. I haven't even put a song together yet. So I'm gonna start here and take the demos and redo them. This last part. No, I just did that. Okay, here's the very last part. Oh, I can't wait to start doing my own stuff. This stuff been sitting here getting dust on it. I told you I had writer's cramp, musician's cramp for such a long time. Gotta start somewhere. And plus I'm trying to do everything at the same time. I'm trying to practice and learn Christmas songs, learn how to work the keyboard, learn YouTube stuff, and this microphone keeps popping too. Oh, see, now this, I can take this and redo this. I'm going to do all this over again. Take each part and redo it. I hope it comes out good through this microphone. And then the very last part. Oh, the bass walking there. That's the band right there. Let's check out the bass. Bass player. Yeah, that's, you can tell that's a keyboard player. I don't know if you can tell or not. And that's the software in there. Supernatural bass. They say that's not really, they said the instruments in here are so good that you don't even have to upgrade to the Supernatural. That's the ones that had the pops and the slides. That's upright. I very seldom use upright bass. I like electric bass. And the very last part is just drums by itself. And they give you a couple of them to, that's just a little short loop. I hate these short loops. I can't stand short loops. I like the whole pattern. It's a little short pattern. Now, if I can figure out how to record my Superior Drummer into these patterns, because I love my Superior Drummer, but right now I really can't see myself putting together my own. Everybody's doing it, doing their own drum. I guess me not doing it, everybody's been doing beats. Even everybody's been making their own beats and drum patterns. I haven't been doing it, so I took another route, and that was to play outside on the street and survive for 37 years. That's enough time to retire, get a watch. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to go ahead, get my breakfast. Told you I need to get, my batteries are dead in the car. I got to take some batteries to the scrap yard. I'm going to get an early start and get something in my stomach. It's my smoothie. And thank you. I hope some people listen that was watching earlier and come back and watch it, because I deleted the last video because it was too much going on. I hope you like this one. Like I said before, you can donate at Venmo, Cash App, Carlton Moxley. See Venmo or Cash App. I'm out. Peace and hair grease.